Okay. Hopefully, in just a few seconds, we will be live. Yeah. I think that's going to work out just fine. So, hello everyone, my name is Ben Williams, and I like streaming board games. That's what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be playing some board games. Today, we're going to be playing a little game called Roll Player. I've previously played it on stream. I quite enjoy it. It's a little bit dice and RNG based, and it actually reminds me of one of my favorite games to play that I wish was available on Tabletopia, Lords of Vegas. So it has some sort of it's got some push your luck mechanics. Oh, not really, but it has just enough chance mixed with just the right amount of skill to be quite the enjoyable game. I've only ever played this single player, I think. No, I think I've played it multiplayer once, so that's fine. I should be able to get down the rules and teach everyone with no major problems. I basically, last time I did this, it was basically while their Kickstarter was running, so I'm happy to give it another shot. It's quite the enjoyable game. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, there's going to be all sorts of funny jiggery pokery on screen in a second, but you'll just have to bear with me while I set everything up, because I don't have two monitors, and one day I'll have two monitors, and everything will be awesome. But for now, we just have the one monitor. Let me just drag that in. Oh no, okay, that was fine. Okay, that looks pretty good to me, with the exception of, the stuff, which we'll fix. Let me get the webcam back up and make it nice and small, and drop it down to about here, which seems to be just fine. We can minimize this now. Now I'm going to go and unmute. Actually, no, I need to change the volume. I need to increase the desktop audio so that way you can actually hear the people playing with us. We've got Shadow and Debrouillage. I think I got that. Here again today. So we'll get that up. We're also going to, let me just do this really quick. Put some background music on. It's going to be super soft, just so that way there's something going on in the background. So let me just get up some fitting music. This is a nice slow-paced game, so some nice fantasy music would be nice, but that's boring. So we're going to just focus on some really nice music here. I'm going to turn the volume for it way down. Please let me know in chat if there are any problems with it. I'm going to fast forward just a little bit so that way it gets to the loud parts. Yeah, there we go. Just enough little ambient noise for it to not be too crazy. Okay? Yeah, that should be fine. I might need to drop it just a tiny bit more. Yeah, I reckon that's perfect. Alright. I'm going to unmute and we can get into it. And let's get the window capture back up. Alright. So I guess we should start. I've put some epic music on again, just Clearly, board games require this.
Yeah, well, it doesn't come to the headphones, so no.
Now, are either of you having issues jumping into the game?
No, just loading up.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm just loading up too.
I have
Perfect.
Firefox essentially just to play this stuff.
Yeah, kind of the same.
Oh, you guys. Firefox just required a bit of tweaking to get it to run very fast.
want to be a halfling. Get this halfling out of here.
I don't even think you can unlock them actually. So that's all right. It's okay. We can pick like once everyone's in. It's not a problem.
Do you want to be a dwarf instead? I think you're a dwarf.
You can.
Still Bane's elf.
All right. Well, if you want to be an elf, that's fine. Who do you want to be, Deb?
I don't know. I gotta look before. I gotta look after I get it.
It doesn't
I
like.
thought there were,
Hmm.
I thought there was more than 4 races. Or did they only give you 4?
So if you see up here, there's plenty of like classes and stuff. And then there's the backstory stuff, but I think they only give us 4 in this particular version. I don't know if this is the full version or not.
This is apparently this is the pre-release version.
Yeah. There's no more updated version of this on here, so I guess maybe even some of the rules might be wrong. This is the only game that I myself know, so. Alright, so basically, once we've Deb got kicked back out to the lobby, I guess.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Unity, don't fail me now.
Worst case scenario, refresh should do everything we need. Oh yeah, that's right.
The player hung when I loaded in. It's weird.
That's alright, just give it a refresh. You might need to close it down and reopen it and stuff. Yep, I can see a hand. That's all good. What classes did this game have? Quite a few. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Allure. So 12 classes, at least in this version of the game. And there's quite a number of them.
Never mind. It was just a connection issue.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I got that. Oh, as soon as your hand started moving, it was fine. Okay, so I'm going to basically, while the other guys are choosing their races, show the character sheet on stream like this, and basically we're gonna break it down. So Roleplayer is a game about essentially getting the right dice in the right locations with the right numbers on them. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say we're the elf. If we're the elf, then we want to roll out attributes, okay? And when we roll our attributes, we generally want certain attributes to be... we get certain attributes to get a bonus and certain attributes to get a negative. We're quite dexterous as an elf, but we're not very good with the constitution. Now, at the start of the game, we have the rogue class. Now we can, if memory serves, we can sort of... there's like some method for auto-selecting and stuff like that. But basically, if we have a look at the rogue class, you can see some abilities here, and you can see some statistics down the side here. Now, each of these statistics are targets that we want to try and get by having our 3 dice in each of these stats sort of add up to between those numbers. So, for Charisma, we want between 15 and 16, and Strength, we want between 16 and 17. Constitution, 14 and 15, so it's quite a good thing for the elf to have. Now, these stars basically represent victory points. At the end of the game, the person with the most stars wins. And we get stars in a number of different ways. So in addition to meeting the requirements here, we also have something down here. If we have a look at the Brawler, which is our backstory, that's it. There's a whole bunch of different backstories, but you basically get this backstory and it tells you that you want a green dice in this slot. You want a red dice in this slot. A blue dice here, a purple dice here, or a pink dice here, black dice here, and a white dice here. And you're going to get bonus victory points towards the end of the game, dependent on how many of these you've grabbed. For instance, if you've matched all 6, you're going to get 6 victory points at the end. Whereas if you've matched 5, you're only going to get 3. Which is pretty good. So these are your attributes, the attribute goals. You can see this down here, scoring, attribute goals, class color dice. That's this. So as the rogue class, we also have a class color dice, which for us is black. If memory serves, we get... What?
We're not playing with the preset class and backstory, are we? We're gonna go through the whole game.
Yes, yeah. I'm just explaining the rules.
Of course.
Yeah. So the rogue here has black dice as his or her class color dice. Now, like I said, if memory serves, I believe reputation stars at the end of the game. I believe it's 1 per 2 or 1 per 1. I'm gonna have to scroll to that because it's a specific thing, and specific things are often kind of bad to remember. Class color dice. Each die is worth 1 reputation star. So black dice, really important for us. If we get black dice anywhere, they're worth 1 reputation star each. So that's good. And to sort of show you, I'm going to take out a handful of dice. You see a whole group of dice here. And as you can see, you can get quite unlucky when it comes to wanting black dice. We pulled out quite a number of dice before we even got a black one. I'm pretty sure it's like an even distribution of dice, and we can sort of prove that a little bit
There are
here.
10. There are 10 of each color and 13 gold dice.
Yeah. Because the gold dice are special. And why are they special? Well, I forget. But I'm sure someone will remind me. That's not important right now. I'm still working on victory point and scoring because that's the important thing. So your alignment card is over here. So we have this alignment card. Now, alignment basically will change depending on a number of actions. So at the start of the game, like if we're playing as the elf, I think if memory serves, we grab this and put it on whichever the internal sort of stat is there. And then throughout the game, actions are going to cause it to move. For instance, oh, that's right. I think this is what the gold dice are used for. Maybe the actions? I forget. Or I think maybe the actions when you get a third dice in. That's okay. It's been like...
When you get a third die, you get 1 gold.
Yeah, which is why these last things are colored gold. And then there's some way in which you activate the actions, but we'll get to that. So as throughout the game, things will change with your alignment. And ideally, you want it to be where whatever gives you the most amount of stars at the end of the game. So if we can get to chaotic lawful, yes, good work, chaotic neutral, we would basically get 3 reputation stars at the end of the game, just for making sure that our alignment is there when the game is finished. So that's pretty easy. Next up is your armor cards and your trait cards. So I'm going to scroll up to some of these items and sort of show how they work. So I'm not going to talk about all these other items, but I'm just going to talk about the leather boots here. So the leather boots are part of the leather set. Okay? For each different piece of that set that you have, you're going to get a different amount of reputation stars. Additionally, if it's worn by a purple or black class, as a rogue we're a black class, we would get an additional 1 reputation star. That's for the set, so it's not a huge bonus. Yeah, I'll talk about like costs and stuff in a little bit, but yeah, that's the idea is if we can get a whole bunch of these stuff, we're going to get some more reputation stars that way. And finally, the last way in which we improve our scoring is via trait cards, which are... Ah, here it is. Weak. So here's weak, a trait card. So gain 2 stars if either your strength or constitution attribute score is 8 or less. So you can see via a combination of different things, you can make up for shortcomings on your character. So, I mean, on my elf, I might decide, hey, Constitution is going to be my dump stat. It would normally give me 2 stars if I could get it in the correct configuration. But what I can do is, if I get this weak trait, I will be able to basically dump a bunch of points into Constitution, just some 1s or whatever, and then still get bonus points for it at the end of the game. So that's some way of thinking about it. Now, the other items in the game basically have like passive or active abilities. So the heavy crossbow and the longsword, for instance, have passive abilities. Heavy crossbow says, when buying from the market, pay 1 less gold. It's pretty easy. You threaten people with a heavy crossbow, and they cower in fear and give you a discount. The longsword says, when scoring attribute goals, +1 value to all dice of your class color. Now you notice they have hands, these weapons. Basically, you can hold up to 2 hands worth of weapons at once. So, heavy crossbow is a 2-handed weapon, longsword is a 1-handed weapon. If there were 2 longswords, you could theoretically have 2 longswords. Finally, there is skills, and you can see the skill here, which says if we went down in alignment, so towards evil, we would decrease the face value of 1 die on our character sheet by 1 and gain 2 gold. So we can use this to sort of work out what we want. Now, one thing I haven't sort of talked about is how we even get these. So these are going to be the big things throughout the game. We're going to be getting these things and also getting dice. Both of these are done in interesting ways. So up the top here, you might notice we have this sort of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we're not going to be playing with 4 and 5 because that's for 4 players only. In fact, I can pretty much just take them out of the play area. So since we're playing with 3 players, we just have 1, 2, and 3. And these are going to be the dice pool that we choose to grab. So it works kind of like Skyward, which we played recently, if memory serves. I'm just trying to scroll to it because I forget the exact thing.
So you're saying it's like a dice draft?
Kind of, yeah. So beginning with the start player, each player draws a random dice from the dice. Yeah, no, that's that stuff. I'm still looking at setup here. Hang on, let me... so roll phase. So for 3 players, we roll 4 dice, okay? So what we might do is we'll draw out 4 dice like this, and we would just roll them, okay? And then whoever is the current start player, he places the... Well, it doesn't really matter for the... yeah. He places the lowest die on the 1 initiative card, the second lowest die on the 2 initiative card, and so on and so forth until all are filled. If there are multiple dice of the same value, he gets to choose where it goes. So basically, he would just do this. Okay? No. Well, that says 4p. I don't know.
Nah, you use one more than the number of players.
Yeah, I guess so. Why, are you sure about that?
That's what I think I'm reading. As part of setup.
Example, in a 3-player game, in a 3-player game, there are 4 initiative cards in the center of the table. Okay. Why does it say 4p at the top? That's bizarre. I'm assuming it's some Kickstarter shenanigans that rules changes and stuff like that. That's fine.
They probably clean this up.
So basically what's going to happen here is, depending on... it's then going to, once the dice have been set up, we actually get to choose who's going to get which cards. So the start player chooses which of these cards he wants to take. So he might be like, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And you get a gold coin on each of these later on ones. Just the first 2?
I think it's just the middle.
The middle 2, yeah. Ah, that's what it's referring to. So in 2-player plus, this would get a gold. In 3-player plus, this would get a gold. In 4-player, this would get a gold, I guess. Yeah, that sort of vaguely makes sense, I guess. So yeah, as the starting player, you would basically have to choose, what do I want? Do I want the 6, which will really help my character? Or do I want the 1, which will allow me to go first, which will allow me to acquire this stuff in the center if I want it, faster and better than the other players potentially. Or do I go for something in the middle, get myself a little bit of gold, and hopefully get myself a useful dice in the process? It's all going to be dependent on what your individual strategies are, but they're going to work in your favor. So down here we have the play sequence card. You can see this. Start player draws and rolls dice, players +1. Place them in the initiative order on the card. In each turn order, each player chooses an initiative card. We place the dice on the leftmost space of the attribute row. So basically, once you've taken the card, like let's say I took this, I would have to place it straight away. I don't really have a choice. So I would basically, you know, let's say I'm grabbing this, right, because I want to get weak. This is actually a pretty good, in fact, this is an amazing play for me if I was playing first as the rogue. So I would drop this yellow dice here. Okay, and you know the other players would go and do their own thing as well, and then it would get back to me. I'd gain any gold, so I didn't gain any gold, but I start the game with 5 if memory serves. Then take associated attribute action. So if we had one of those cards that allowed me to do an action, such as pickpocket or whatever, then
No.
no.
If you place a die on the attribute, you get to take a corresponding attribute action. It's up
Right.
to the right
Yeah. Okay, this is the stuff that I was sort of forgetting about. Okay, so that's good. I was trying to remember how to do this, and Deb just reminded me. So basically, each of these attributes, when you place a die on them, have a corresponding attribute action. They're fairly self-explanatory, but basically, they're optional. You don't have to take the action if you don't want to, but each of them do work in some way. So for instance, strength will flip a dice, any dice that's currently on their character sheet, to an opposite side. So you can turn a 1 into a 6. So taking this 1 isn't even bad if I wanted to get a 6, right? Because like, if I wanted to, I could put it in strength and flip it to a 6 straight away. Which, you know, might have even been a better choice than putting it in constitution. But it's neither here nor there. Then you've got the dex, which allows you to swap any 2 dice without changing their face values. But you cannot move a dice into an open space, so it has to be a proper swap. So if there's a dice here and a dice here, I can just swap them by placing a dice in dex. Constitution, simple, lower or increase a dice by 1. That's pretty easy. Dice values do not loop, so 6 cannot be increased to 1 or a 1 decreased to a 6. Intelligence lets you just choose any dice and re-roll it. You can either keep the new value or the original value. That's the other important thing. So it's something that a lot of people forget about with the int thing. It's like I can roll this and I can be like 2, you know, like for some reason I want a 1 more than a 2, and then that's okay. I can set it back to a 1 and that's perfectly fine if I had have used the int option. Wisdom, if memory serves, lets us fiddle around with our stuff. Yeah. Our alignment roll, so we can basically choose to move this up or down or left or right. And there's reasons why you want to do that, which I'll explain soon. And charisma says you take a charisma token. During the market phase, player may replace 1 gold with the charisma token when buying a market card. So that's this little token here. Just gives you a 1 gold discount off of stuff. And that's all the little actions that you get for that stuff. Then we would move to the market phase. So in the dice phase we're working in turn order, but in the market phase we're working in initiative order. So once again in this situation I would go first. You know, I grabbed this for a good reason. Maybe I put it in strength and flipped it to 6, which sounds like a really smart thing to do. Maybe I didn't because I was saving that for another later time. It doesn't really matter, but no matter my action, I get to go first because I've taken this initiative card. I can then, if I want to, spend 2 to get this. Except it has an additional cost. You see this little thing? That's telling me that in order to buy this, I believe I have to move my alignment across 1. That's
correct.
That's not terrible for me. That puts me exactly where I want to be in terms of alignment. It puts me where I would get 3 stars if the game ended right now. So I would take this, and you can see on the sides of the character sheet there's like armor, weapons, and traits. So I would drop this in the traits section, and that's just good to sort of remember what's going to go on there. There's also skills over here. And that's basically it. So one of the things that you can do is, you can see this here, you can discard a card from the market. So let's say I don't have any gold, or I don't particularly like any of the cards that are currently available. What I can choose to do, or more to the point, if I really like one of the cards, I just can't afford it, but I don't want anyone else to have it, I can be like, I discard this card. And I would get 2 gold for that, and that's pretty much it. I don't know if it gets replaced straight away. I don't think so. Let me just double check that. New cards are not added to the market during the market phase. Correct. Cool. Now, the other important thing is, during the market phase, So the other thing is that there is no limit to the number of armor, trait, or skill cards you can acquire, which is awesome. Sorry, just give me a second. Yeah, and we return the initiative card back to the center of the thing. And you can always look through the market discard pile. That's important to note. Then we basically move to the cleanup phase, and we discard any unused charisma tokens. They only last for 1 round. We get to refresh 1 skill card. So skill cards, you can't just use them like all the damn time. You have to sort of like essentially tap them if memory serves, or flip them. I forget what we used for this, but they only have a single use per turn, unless you get cards that interact with that. So you get to refresh 1 skill card, which is really interesting because you can have multiple skills. You might be like, hey, I really want to use all 3. But if I do, it's going to take like 3 full turns of me not using a skill card to get all 3 back to being able to be used again in one sort of foul swoop.
Just a quick question.
Mm.
Just a quick question, Bane. Is there negative player interaction?
Is there what?
Negative player interaction. Like, can you interact with another player?
Yes. Didn't you just get rid of a card called Pickpocket? I don't know where it is. You've moved it from the tableau somehow.
Oh yeah, but wasn't that steal 2 gold from the pile in the middle?
I believe that there is. I mean, we can always have a look, right? Why don't you just pull some market cards out? It's not a problem. Feel free to learn a little bit about the game if you want to. I don't remember if there was player interaction outside of the market. I remember there being like, there's definitely the whole like removing stuff from the market was sort of about as player interaction-y as it got, and also like the sort of like picking of the interaction stuff. There is, I swore there was a couple of cards. I'm trying to remember. So there are some cards that allow you to sort of screw with things. So there's this negotiate card that says, before the dice phase, exchange 1 die on your character sheet with 1 on the initiative cards and reorder them. So there are some things that let you interact that way, but basically they are indirect at best. So there are 2 different decks for market cards. So there are what are, and of course you put some of them back in this deck and then shuffled them, didn't you?
Yeah. I just realized that immediately.
It's okay. So there are phase 1 and phase 2 market cards. The phase 2 market cards are considered stronger. Oh, that's good. Even after the well, that's kind of bad actually. After the
I didn't shuffle.
Oh, you didn't shuffle? It totally sounded like you shuffled. That's why I was like, I thought there was a shuffle. Anyway.
Just put them on top of the phase 2 deck, I think.
Yeah, which is fine. So we're going to exhaust all of the phase 1 cards first. and then we'll move into the phase 2 cards. So
I'll shuffle these in.
Yeah, because we'll actually like do a proper start. Is Pickpocket in here as well?
Should be.
Cool. Yeah, it's not in anyone's hand, so that's fine. I'll just give these a quick shuffle. Let's put these dice back in here.
Where'd all the tokens go?
I do not know. They are in the dice bag. Who put them in the dice bag? Okay. Someone stole the pickpocket card, says Allura. How funny. I vaguely remember these being important for something. My brain is having a hard time remembering exactly what.
I think they're only really for telling you what type class you.
Yeah, I think when the class card, I think you end up putting it on it like this. To just sort of remind you.
Here. And one for your so
yeah.
That's why there's two.
Alright,
Okay.
So there are a couple of little things. There are 4 ways to gain gold. You can gain 2 gold when placing a gold die on your character sheet. There you go. Gold die on your character sheet gives you gold. Gain 2 gold when discarding a card from the market instead of buying one. Gain 1 gold when placing the 3rd die in an attribute row. And gain 1 gold when selecting an initiative card with gold on it. The game ends at the completion of the round in which all players have filled every attribute row on their character sheets. Pretty straightforward. So we all get to sort of fill our character sheets, which is pretty good. And then you work out who wins. If there is ever a discrepancy between a card and the rulebook, follow the rules on the card, which is good. And there are some notes about specific abilities and how and when they can be used. Oh, there was one little thing I didn't talk about with abilities. I believe you have to be able to move in the direction in order to use the ability. I'm going to just double check that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is.
Yep. So if you are already like on the far right, and an attribute like a skill card requires you to move to the right, and you can't, then you can't use that attribute, that skill card, and you can't buy anything that tells you to be able to do that as well. So you have to be very careful with your alignment and manage it pretty well. Okay. So who wants to be what race?
I will be the jack of all trades human.
Okay. Shadow?
I will be anything but the halfling, so you can have your pick, Bane.
I'm happy being the dwarf. You can be the girl.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Okay, so at the beginning of the game we take 5 gold. I kind of like that they've made a little pile here, but I also don't, because it's so much easier to just like use a scroll wheel and take 5 gold. Well, you know, apparently do what Deb just did. Like the crazy man.
That's 5. That's 5 gold right away. You see.
Yeah, but why have you put it next to the elf?
I'm just tempting him with the promise of riches.
Okay, let's give these a shuffle.
I'm reading this starting thing, so I think we roll first, because whoever is the 3rd player gets an extra gold. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Okay, cool. Draw out a die, and let's roll off. Oh yeah, I'm totally going first. Go. I'm winning at the moment. No! Yep. Good work. Well, that means you get the gold, right? So you're gonna
That was the plan
That was
all along.
the plan all along. Good work. I like your floating coin. That's nice.
Haha, I get to go first.
Now, so there's a couple of different ways of doing it, but the way that the game suggests is,
Yeah, you roll a die, and you get the class that corresponds to that color.
yeah. So good luck. Drop it on the ground. Cool. All right.
My favorite.
There you go.
A ranger, eh? How about the Aragon, son of...
Apparently, we're also missing the rogue.
What happened to it? Extended over here?
Maybe. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I think there are 12 backstory cards. And
Okay. I get the barbarian.
Yeah.
Now you get the barbarian.
They're class cards.
It doesn't matter. It disappeared. We did something with it. It's all good. Now, if memory serves, you get to choose which side, because it is flippable. Or is the other thing? Yeah, you get to choose which side. So, because certain classes might not meet your specific thing, like, you know, if you're a dwarf, for instance, like I am, I don't have really good charisma, so I wouldn't want a card that gives me high charisma. Thankfully, neither of those classes require different charisma, but it allows you to sort of just change between what you want. And each have like a little ability. So my barbarian allows me to equip up to 4 hands of weapon cards, which is pretty awesome. But the warrior says after buying an armor card, I can take a constitution attribute action. So every time I buy an armor card, I can increase or decrease a dice by 1, which is pretty nice as well. Alright, has everyone chosen their independent class? Once you've locked it in, grab your corresponding token and put it on top of the card. And I think you put the second token off to the side. I think that's... I forget what that's to mark.
That's for your alignment.
Oh, that's for your alignment. Yeah, once we get it. Okay, so who is reading how this stuff works? Because I'm not.
Okay, shuffle the deck of backstory cards and the deck of alignment cards separately. Deal 1 backstory card and 1 alignment to each player.
Oh, that's easy. Deal.
Each player up player 8 card.
You should have gotten a card in your hand, and you should have gotten another one. Alright. So starting with the first player. Human, tell me about yourself.
I am a eccentric patrician ranger.
Okay, an eccentric patrician ranger. Sounds great. He comes from a distinguished family. Material things have never been your concern. Life in your stronghold bores you, so you decide to seek... Jesus Christ, you are basically Aragon. Gosh.
I even look like Aragon. Don't you see? It was destined all along.
So I'm a truth-seeking barbarian aristocrat. Yeah, you heard me. Barbarian aristocrat. That's just the way I roll.
Well, you must be pretty confused for being a barbarian aristocrat. That's why you're truth-seeking, right?
You got it.
Okay. Are you going to read your backstory?
Oh, I guess I could. That sounds like a thing that I should do, right? Oh, one's on your thing. Though I am the offspring of a royal family, I yearn for adventure. I value nobility as well as humility, and seek to share those virtues with others on my travels.
Well, I'm an elf wizard, an enigmatic elf wizard. And I was a craftsman. My father was a blacksmith, and I grew up in his shop. I discovered I had a natural gift for the anvil, but found hunger for adventure stronger.
It doesn't say you're enigmatic though. It says you're free spirited.
It kind of says that under wizard. It's fine.
Oh, right.
I am both free spirit and enigmatic.
So, so Shadow has the ability to be able to discard a card from the market and gain 4 gold instead of 2, which is pretty awesome. The Ranger gains 1 gold after using a skill card, so skill cards are really good for him. And my Barbarian can equip 4 hands of weapon cards. I'm just really awesomely skilled like that. Okay. So market cards. I guess we should basically do that. No. We have to set up the market beforehand, if memory serves.
Yeah, I believe it is at the beginning of each.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm having difficulty. Oh, there it is. Set up. Yep. Separate the market cards. Create the market by drawing equal to the number of players. Cool. So I'll just. Yes, we have 4 players, don't we? Good work. Is it equal to the number of players or number of players plus 1? Plus 1, okay. That's a really bad way of doing it. Let's draw 2. Oh, it's going to be facing me. Sorry, give me a second.
Whatever.
No, it's alright. What I'll do is, just because it's got to match everything else, I'll just set a camera angle for myself here. So just give me a sec. There we go. Draw 2, and then draw 2. And there we go. Wow, that... Good shuffling, Bane. I swear I shuffled.
Okay. What, is Foolish the only one that's different?
Yeah. Okay. So, we also get... Oh, no, we've already got our gold. That's fine. Line up the initiative cards. Place 1 gold on each, yep, neither first nor last. Yep. Oh, we also get a starting dice. So we get to... Oh, that was the thing that allows us to determine who goes first? No. Okay, so we get a starting dice. So draw a dice from the bag and put it on your character sheet. If you get ones, actually that's a good question. I think we're all going to get ones because they're all ones. Let me just check that real quick. Yeah, we're all going to get ones.
So we roll the die before we place it?
Yep, for sure.
I'm trying to rate this right now. Let's see. So we created the market, then we line up the initiative cards, place the gold, then we draw 7 dice.
Oh, it's 7 dice?
Oh yeah, we start with 7.
Oh wow, okay, my bad. Player draws is equal to the number of players plus 4 dice. It's almost like you're reading the rules here or something. Alright, let's put our dice back, sorry. And starting player, go. Alright, give him a roll. Well done. It's just how Deb does things. You just gotta let him do his stuff.
Hey, I'm eccentric, okay?
That's why you just re-rolled a dice you'd already rolled. Good work.
I got 4 ones.
I see that eccentricity is working for you.
He gets 2 gold for each gold die, just so you know. The rules for placing are 7. Start off that real quick. You have to have 1 dice in each attribute row space. So you can't leave a row empty. If you draw a gold die, you get 2 gold per each.
And you can't take attribute actions.
Yep. Okay, well Bane, you can do this so we can all place dice at the same time.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. 7 dice, right?
Yep.
Oh. Cool. That's my rolls. Okay.
Where to begin?
Okay, so two gold straight away for my gold dice.
gold dice.
Alright, 40 and 15. Hang on, let me just have a quick look at what this does. Intelligence or wisdom score is 8 or less. Okay. I probably won't be able to buy that, but you never know. Okay. So we have a purple dice, so we instantly put that in Constitution, since that matches what we've got there. Although we need 18 plus in con. Well, it should be fine. Let's help out our dexterity. Our strength and the other stuff can just sort of go in an assortment of places. Okay, could be better, could be worse. Oh yeah, don't forget to place your little cube. Never mind, you guys haven't. It's fine. I was the only one.
You still have one left to place, Deb. You have that one off to the side. So.
Sorry, I'm just gonna fiddle around with something here.
Oh, I'm still trying to see how I want to start this off.
Yep, that works for me.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. Alright. So Deb, you're good? Okay.
Now I am.
Alright, so if you're... Yep, cool. Okay. Well, I believe Deb gets to go first, so he draws 4 dice. He gives them a roll one at a time because he's eccentric like that.
Oh, he showed you.
He did. Then he clicks off.
Nobody tells me what to do.
He clicks off of it to deselect the dice. And yeah. Well, this is a terrible start. I like it. Alright, you get to pick first, Deb. Do you want even more shit statistics? Did you just draw that into your hand? I believe the answer is yes. Yeah, I think I'll take that one.
Will I?
I am the worm that devours the earth.
Take this one.
Okay. So we have to place the dice immediately. So it should really start with... since attribute actions actually affect it this time. So we'll play it in order. Just for the first couple of rounds, and then we'll all play it once, because why not? Okay, Dev's placed it in wisdom, and he's moved up. He is now neutral. No, sorry. Yeah, neutral good. Okay. Mm-hmm. to place this here and then increase it to 5. What are you up to, Shadow?
I'm gonna put it here. Increase this to 6.
Cool. Alrighty.
Stolen all my dice, Shadow.
Okay.
So much green.
Oh, I didn't want all this green.
I know you didn't, but you're...
Okay, well, Deb, you're first in the market, so.
This music is so very, very weird. I should probably switch it to something else. Okay, so Deb's picked Pickpocket, which is pretty good.
Oh, so we get to use this skill immediately?
That's a good question.
They may use it immediately.
So I will use it immediately.
Okay, so drop your thing. And which number did you drop? And did you just take 3 gold?
Yes, because I am a ranger.
Ah, yes, yes. Worth pointing out that gold doesn't get you anything at the end of the game, but... Okay, so he dropped his wisdom by 1. Alright. I guess that means it's my pick, right?
Yep.
I believe I'm picking Foolish. Just double check that that's the case. Yep, pretty sure it is. Perfect. So that's 2, and I have to move my alignment to the right.
I'm going to take... I'm gonna take the longsword.
Okay. Just having a quick look through how the market phase ends exactly. So it says the start player draws a new set of market cards. Oh, and discards the remaining market cards. Cool. Alright, cool. And the dice gets returned to the dice bag, I believe. Pretty sure I read that.
Yep.
Yep. So I'll do that.
The coin just remains on the unchosen one. It can only have a max of 1.
Cool.
Well, no, 3 was chosen.
Huh?
It's only the unused one gets a new coin, if I'm not mistaken. Clean up around.
Start player places 1 gold on any of the initiative cards that do not have gold on them. Yes. No, it's not. It's not the unused. Read the cleanup phase number 5 is what you're after.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So we've got some new stuff. Okay. Either way, so Deb, you were the starting player, so you get to lay out the new dice. You could have kept that one, but that's fine.
It's still there.
Wow.
Oh,
Well, whoever goes first, whoever goes first is probably going to be whoever picks this. But you never know. Someone might be well and truly happy taking a 1.
Do you get 2 gold coins every time you get a gold dice?
Yes.
yes. Not saying I was trying to steal a coin.
Subtle.
Well, I was a wizard. I was just magicking it. No. Turning air into Bane's gold.
Ah. Aha.
So who gets to pick the dice
You do.
first?
You were the
You're
first player.
first.
I do.
Yep.
Alright.
I could give Shadow an uncomfortable decision here, but I won't.
Oh, you say that, but blue is my dice.
Yeah, but it's also a 1.
I know. But, I mean, if I put it down and flip it, it turns into a 6.
That is true. That is true.
And I don't really need the gold, right? Oh, so that's, I think, what I'm going to do.
So we're on Deb. Placed it here, yeah.
Constitution.
Yeah. Then what did you change with Constitution ability?
I changed the 5 in Constitution to a 6.
Cool.
So it's double 6.
Yep. So I'm going to put this 6. I really want to put it here, but that's silly for now. So instead, I'll put it into Strength, I think. I could just put it in Constitution.
Strong.
Actually.
You're strong.
Yeah, actually, let's put it in Constitution. There's no harm in doing that. I'll increase the gold die to 6, and I'll get a gold coin for it. So I've now met my Constitution requirement.
So when do we get to use our skills?
So basically, when you use your skill, it gets sort of tapped or whatever, right? Then during the cleanup phase, you choose 1 to untap, which we assume would have been this. And then
No, I mean, so during the market, is it during the market round that I get to use a skill?
And then you basically can use it, I'm pretty sure, whenever.
Whenever you say.
Just reading it now. May be used at any time, even during another player's turn, unless noted in the card description. Just remember, you can only refresh 1 skill card per turn.
Wait. Well, I don't see any problems with this round because there are no skill cards around. So.
Yep.
Oh, so Deb did pick, Shadow did pick the blue. So he's picking first. He's trying to
I
decide.
still gotta place mine real quick.
Oh, yep. Wait, why did Twitch just say exited host mode twice?
You did look like you dropped off for a second there on my screen.
Oh, have you got it open, like, muted?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just making sure it doesn't drop off.
That is much appreciative. I am much appreciative of you doing that.
I'm gonna place this into my intelligence. Getting gold, and I'm going to re-roll. This wisdom die.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Bam.
Just like
I will
that.
keep that 6. Oh, part of the plan. Okay.
You get to choose what you would like to buy, if you would like to buy anything.
Would. Can I go for broke and buy myself a loyal?
Verbalize, Deb. Come on, man.
No, I pickpocket while he's doing that.
Yeah. I gather that's what you... Yeah.
Anyway, I'm done my turn, so.
And then I am an honest, eccentric pickpocket, you see.
Cool, I guess I'll get myself some chain leggings then.
Of course you will, because you're the only prick.
Guys, remember to return your card after you've taken your
I
action.
want to keep the number 1. Okay, so I would do that anymore.
Yep, that goes back in. I'm just curious. Okay, cool. It does work. Ooh, another rich round. Deb, there may or may not be a target for your really interesting ability. Not saying that there is, but there probably is. Deb, fuck, why do I keep doing that, Shadow? God damn it. I meant Shadow. Shadow's interesting ability, not Deb's.
Maybe. Okay, which of these dice do I actually need?
Okay, so it's taking the white dice and
put it into dexterity and swap that dice. Green dice.
okay. Alright, he's playing 1. Unsurprising, green dice are really good. So I have to make a tough decision here. I mean, these dice are my dice, which is awesome, but I kind of also want a black dice in here, but like 6. It's a tough call. But I think we'll take the red dice. I mean, it is a victory point straight away.
I move my die to con and reduce it to 1.
Reduce it to 1. Okay, cool. Makes sense. Okay. This red will go up into strength. And I'm going to flip my int dice here to 6. Yeah, it makes sense, I think. Yep. Yes, it does. Cool. Alright, Shadow gets to go first. No, Deb gets to go first. That wasn't me confusing the players this time. It was me confusing which card was where. You have a hard choice ahead of you here, Deb.
It's a pretty hard one. I will take Cure Wounds.
Stuff for dinner.
Cool. Love.
Can you be sure you don't put the big baking tray?
I will use Cure Wounds
That's
and
all I had with
Pickpocket
things, but
at
sure.
the same time
Just wanted to make sure.
Go for it.
on the same die, so it stays basically the same. And then I get 4 gold.
Yep.
Here's an interesting question for you, Bane.
Yeah.
I don't think the rules have this clarified, unless I missed it. If can you use sleight of hand to force no dice in a row?
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, which is fine by me then, and I will buy that.
It's so expensive.
Which I will use.
I mean, it's a good card, and I could probably pull off at least 6 stars with it. Which is crazy good. But then I wouldn't be able to buy anything next round. Barbarians are nice, but money is not something they get a lot of. So I'm going to discard, I don't really care which. It's unimportant which, because the other one's going to get discarded anyway. And I'll get 2 gold. Is this your gold pile, by the way?
No, mine's right here.
Okay, cool.
The much smaller pile.
I was curious.
I have 1 gold die. How would I get money?
By using your awesome enigmatic ability, of course.
Of course.
Which I probably will.
Alright, so Deb chose to unpick, basically make it so he can use Cure Wounds. No, I don't want the dice. I mean, that stuff. There we go. Oh, another decent hand. Did you just do what I think
Whoops.
you did? What color was that
Well, I have
dice?
to re-roll.
No,
I have to re-roll.
no, you don't have to re-roll all of it. What color was the dice?
Green.
And what number was the dice? 3, right?
1.
It wasn't 1. You didn't get 2 ones.
Yes, it was. No, it was the white that was 3.
Okay. So set the white to 3. And I just pull out a green dice. There you go. Yeah, if you've got any problems with that, just feel free to drop it elsewhere anyway. You're grabbing it straight away anyway, because green dice. Oh wow, I guess I get to pick second. Oh, what joy. Do I really care about any of these?
I put it into strength and flip my other green die into 6.
Okay, yep, I see that. Okay. Ugh. So I don't need a purple and I don't need a white. I guess I just go for numbers then. Sure. I put it into charisma.
Put mine into strength. Let's see. I will flip this.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't pick a sleight of hand yourself, Deb, because multiple uses of strength is really good for you. With all your ones.
That's quite, yeah. Well, I went for the gold instead. You know, because I'm eccentric patrician ranger.
You mean you're a Ferengi? Okay. It's a Star Trek thing. It's fine. All right. What card?
I will take Intimidate. And I will use Cure Wounds immediately. So basically I pay nothing for it.
What do you mean? All right, because you get 1 gold.
Oh, he just
Yep.
puts the 10 main money back.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Look at that too.
Wanna climb my way up the ranks, baby.
Well, that was a pity because I kind of really wanted initiative. But I guess I could get climb. It's not terrible. I mean, Jeweled Dagger doesn't really help me too much. It's only 2 additional stat points in places where I already have the stats pretty much owned. So, yeah, I'll take Climb.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna discard this for 4 gold.
4 gold? No. Madness.
Wizard is.
Okay, white dice goes back. Oh. Sorry, one sec. Do you want climb?
Huh?
Well, you actually would have picked before me, Shadow.
Oh, no. Didn't
Okay.
want it.
Cool.
I'm actually going to use sleight of hand, though, while you clean everything up.
Uh-huh. I'll take the one. Oh, you got it? Cool. Okay. So I could use my
I
ability.
will use.
Mm-hmm.
I will use intimidate after selecting.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip out the market while you do your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in fact, the market should have been flipped out before the dice. It's fine. Because it sort of plays into which dice you want to pick up and stuff.
Oh, way to make all the dice terrible. Thanks.
Yeah, but I'm about to make all the dice awesome, so that's fine. So I use climb, which turns the 1s into 6s. Do I have to reorder them?
Oh no.
The 2 goes to a 5. And the 1s go to 6s.
A beautiful, beautiful plan.
I don't know where I want that purple dice to be just yet, so just give me a second. Do I need purple? No. Do you need purple? Yes. So I will put purple here, I think. Yeah, because you've already got a white. Yep, that works for me. Now.
By the way, I put the black into strength and flip it over.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What does this do? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll take this.
What are you doing? It's my turn.
Oh, just take
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
No,
you'll
no,
find
no,
it's
no.
not your turn.
Well, I mean, sorry, I thought you were taking a market card.
Okay, so I put my white. How do I pull this off?
I'm just gonna buy the Mystic Cloak.
Mm-hmm.
And I use my pickpocket skill.
Take this ancient spear.
Screw it. Ah. I was supposed to go back last turn anyway. I don't think I took the discount for it, but that's okay. Because I was an idiot. 2 additional gold. So it'll pay for itself. And then pay for itself again. Yeah, why not? I don't have a weapon yet.
Covering that one.
Yeah, Deb needs to touch it again, it's fine. Deb, could I get you to move the 1 card when you've got a chance? Cheers. Yeah, it was just a sync bug.
It just bugs you because it's floating.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been on his screen. Well, that would have been nice in, like, the opening hand. Excuse me. Okay. What you doing with your dice there, Deb? Other than getting some sweet, sweet gold.
Put it into decks and swap around.
Any 2 dice.
Any 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay. I put mine into wisdom. And I guess I drop back down. And shadow.
Yeah, staring. Just give me a sec.
That's alright.
Decks.
I will use Cure Wounds on myself. Yeah.
It's not bad, but I am going to be a mean person and discard this.
What I might do is I might just unlock that. And move it down slightly since we don't have... and we can use the advanced market deck now.
Yep. Well, my turn's over.
I will take Acrobatics. And use it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I already moved my alignment when I use Cure. Somehow I don't think I did.
Yeah, I don't think you did either. Your alignment was not that low, so you couldn't use acrobatics. You'll have to use acrobatics later on.
Oh well.
I guess. I mean, I could buy that. I know there's some pretty good stuff coming, potentially. No, I'll discard the heavy crossbow for 2 gold. For 1 gold. 2 gold? 2 gold.
Yeah, 2 gold.
Oh, what am I... It's alright. It's okay. Let's just keep wasting our discount. Sounds great.
Yeah, sounds great. Okay.
Should have at least picked up the Blessed Mace for 1 gold.
You saved up all your gold for these, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Gain an additional for every 2 dice of your class color. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that's 2 stars for me.
You put some gold coins on 2 and 3.
Sure. Not from my stash. Lalalala.
I'll take the 5.
Okay, Dev's going first again. I guess I get another 6, which I'm happy with. Take the 2 coins. Alright. Shadow's already placed his dice. Deb's placed his into decks, allowing him to swap. Pot of Greed. Don't forget to get a gold for that. I will place mine in Wisdom, I guess. Which gets me 3 gold. Thanks to my quarterstaff.
I will use Pickpocket again.
How? How did your thing go down 1? Oh, Pickpocket's taking your thing go down 1. Yeah, that's right. It's an evil action, and then... I don't quite understand how Acrobatics is a good action, but... It sounds more like a chaotic action to me, but sure.
Then I take Obsessed.
Cool.
It's not bad, but... I know you're gonna take that one.
Yep. I'll injury points.
I'm gonna use Acrobatics because, well... Money, money, money!
That negative skill card to counteract. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that shield.
Cool. Then I'm gonna buy Steadfast, I guess. Which requires me to move up. Cool. So this gets discarded. Everyone puts their cards back. And the spare dice goes away. Excuse me.
That's your own dice. That's your own coin.
You know, I've
Take
probably done that like 5 times already. It's fine.
I don't mind you paying me. It's not a problem.
All right. And I guess I will do this.
Oh boy, are things getting expensive.
Well, I hope you like armor, and if you don't, there's a 7-cost card that just gives you 3 victory points. I don't even know why you wanted that dice. I'm sure there was a reason for it.
I wanted that dice.
I wanted that dice. Fucking hell. It's alright. I mean, I can make it work in other ways. It's just...
I put it into int and reroll something, I guess.
Something you guess. Okay. What thing are you gonna guess?
That, I guess.
Cool. Taking first. I'm putting this into strength. I'm flipping it.
Do some math. To be needed.
I get 3 gold.
I will use Cure Wounds.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of really good soundtracks in this music list I'm listening to. Not that you guys are listening to it, but it's pretty cool. Okay, everyone's picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could just buy honorable, but I can't because my stats don't allow me to. But I can discard it for 2 gold. So.
Well, not that these either matter, but I want a cowl.
Sorry. Oh, wow. That's disgusting. Okay, that's pretty cool. It says before the dice phase. No. Okay, yeah, before people start taking dice. So once the dice have been rolled, but before people start taking them. Okay. Interesting.
Strong.
Yeah, I'm just deciding whether or not it's worth me pulling that, or if I just want to go last. Yeah, screw it, I'll just go last.
Whoa, whoa, Deb. It's my
Yeah.
pick. I am taking that.
Cool. I place it in int, which gives me a reroll.
Place
15.
mine in the Constitution.
I guess I might as well reroll this int dice, see what I get. Yeah. Okay. I also get 3 gold for finishing a set. Yeah, it's a pretty nice card, that Concentrate.
Yes. Just
It's
gotta
a-
figure out how I want to order all this.
Alright, I can choose between Proud or Compassionate. I will choose Proud. For many good reasons.
I will pickpocket.
So that drops me down.
I will use both of these. I guess I have to get that first. One. This.
So how are we going there? So it's just these. So glad I grabbed this card, he says sarcastically. Oh, it's really nice to have a dump stat. Instead of purchasing from the market, okay, that's pretty cool. There's so many pretty cool things in the late game stuff.
These colors matter to me, so.
I will negotiate.
Mm-hmm. I'm sending someone in to negotiate. No, no one? Okay.
Nope.
Fifth Element, man. It's a really good movie. Unless you hate Bruce Willis. $3 gold for going second, huh? Yeah. I imagine.
Actually, it's 4 gold.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, Deb, are you going first, or are you going... Okay, how do I want to play this?
First.
Yes. So I'll use Climb, which will flip all the dice to their respective pools. Basically, this will become a 6, and this will become a 4. And I will grab that. So I'll go last, because I technically have this card. I'm just doing this stuff out of order, because I'm strange.
I gotta think this out real quick.
Okay, so that gives me Dex.
I put mine into int and re-roll the green in Wiz. Ah!
Okay. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Now, I think we got one more full round. Let me just double check that.
Yeah, for the last die.
Yeah, we get one more full round.
I will use Cure Wounds.
Oh yeah, my thing is here and this is used. Okay.
It's so close.
I will use Open Lock.
Mm-hmm.
And I will buy it.
Okay.
And use it immediately.
So just slow down a little bit. Have you been adjusting your thing correctly?
Yep.
Really? Then how come you used Open Lock and you're still on the top row? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so you use Knowledge, which lets you increase a dice by 1 or 2. Increase or decrease. by 1 or 2.
I'm gonna use both search and sleight of hand for me.
Cool.
To find a great die, though.
I'm going to have a look through the discard pile, which I'm allowed to do, to see whether or not I want to do a certain thing. Yeah, but there might be something really good next turn. Hard to tell. Okay. As interesting as that is, and I usually like the interesting plays, I'm actually going to take the longbow. What was that all about?
Oh, I used my search.
Ah, right. Let you get a dice from the thingy. Yep, I gotcha.
Could we grab the same one?
I don't know. There's a dice like hovering in the air for me. Yeah, cool. I couldn't select it, so... That makes so much more sense. There we go. That looks good. Anyway, who went first?
Shadow did.
Cool.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yes, that's what I was supposed to do.
Oh, you're right. I did go first.
It's alright. I'm doing your work for you over here.
It's about time.
Oh wow. Greedy. That's cool.
I negotiate.
Uh-huh.
So that's not useful.
Getting some armor this round finally. It's my time to shine. Okay, I'll take this.
That is actually so stupid of me. I just messed it up.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. I just completely biffed my math for half a second, and that.
Sometimes
really
that's all it takes.
Yeah. It's not like I can't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
See if-
Okay, Dex ability. All that and I didn't get a green, but that's fine.
All that wasted on that. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I just cost myself a couple points.
I reckon I do that.
I guess that's only really one.
Okay, hang on.
I don't remember any of us using a character, the charisma thing.
I got it a couple of times, and one time I forgot I had it and paid full price. I really should have grabbed like 1 coin from the bank during that, but it was fine. The other time I didn't use it. Okay, so I have 2 deck switches. I want to switch you